Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the New Breed Fitness. I want to show you a workout that's very grappler specific, especially Jiu Jitsu. That's why I'm repping my California Jiu Jitsu tank top. And I want you guys to follow this routine very slowly and use a lighter weight because it works on certain small muscles that are not usually exercised on regular routines, even when you work with barbells because you're not used to this kind of kettlebell exercises. I've never seen anyone else do these, so if you have done them, then kudos to you and props. But I developed them specifically for the people that grapple. And actually, I've used them for people who don't grapple. You get great results. That's why I'm rocking this headband, because I know that I'll probably sweat, especially if it's more than one take. So let's try and do this like Jay-Z in one take. All right, what I want you to do is the first exercise you're going to do is just, you're going to sit like this in this butterfly position. So the first thing about the butterfly position for this exercise is I want you to sit with your back straight, not like this. So you're not going to get to cross your legs. You're going to get to sit up straight. You're going to pull your knees in. Okay, if you have trouble with this, you can A, kick the legs out, but I don't prefer that. You can B, cross the feet, but sit up straight. So what I mean by not crossing the legs is I don't want your legs tied up. I want your legs wide apart. So that gives you a little more base. Now your back is flat. And again, if you can sit in the butterfly position, that's the best. Make sure it's upright. So now from here, I'm going to lean back. I'm going to use this trusty kettlebell here. You can, of course, use a dumbbell as I'm sitting upright. The other arm is balancing. I'm trying to stay here, and I'm pressing straight over my head. Breathe out. So I'm bringing the bicep to my ear as always. Breathe out. So keep your posture. Make sure you're not falling back. You don't want to have this kind of issue. Again, for that case, you put your legs wide apart and you keep your spine straight the same. If you really have trouble, you can lean on your arm, but you don't want that. That's just cheating. Okay, and then here you can switch. And again, as I'm curling, as I cross my feet, as I curl my trunk forward, then I press up. You don't want to lean back and press up. You want to lean forward as the arm goes up. So as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking of moving myself forward. Bicep to the ear. Here. So okay, that's pretty simple. Once I finish that, then come the exercises that are going to be a little more complicated. If you guys are familiar with a snatch, this will be a much easier exercise for you to do, especially the kettlebell snatch. The first exercise is going to be the vertical floor one-arm snatch. I'm going to put my arm here. Okay, I'm going to create a tripod type of position. So my hands are kind of like closed grip push-ups, but only one hand. I'm going to put my legs wide apart. I'm going to use the kettlebell to snatch between my legs and then straight up. So as I'm holding here, legs wide apart. So not here, but here where your hips are still lower than your head. And up. So I'm going to look down. You can touch the floor on the way back, and then don't touch the floor on the way up. Make sure you punch, and it's not off to the side where you hit your partner if they're working out next to you. But it's straight up again, bicep to the ear. And I'm going to look where I'm going because leverage dictates where you look. That's where your hand should go. If you're looking this way, and you're throwing this way, you're looking this way, it's harder. I can't even breathe that way. So I'm going to go from here up. And again, 10, 12, 15, 20 reps if you're brave. I'm not trying to count. So from here, I'm going to go back. You can posture up on your knees. Now, if you have trouble, you can sit down. Make sure your back is flat. If you don't have trouble with your knees, you can sit up here. Now, for those with trouble, sitting here, make sure your back is flat. Sit on your toes. Don't crush your toes. Use the balls of your feet. We're going to go back to presses, just from the top of the shoulder here. 8 to 12 to 20 to 15 reps. You're going to switch. And as you're doing it, I want you to see again. One shoulder forward, one shoulder back. Always work on that. Even though my hips are anchored, my shoulders are still turning. So don't lean back. You can also go for 30 seconds to a minute if you really want to pick a lighter weight, build your endurance. Maybe you're sick. Maybe you really just want to develop your endurance to a higher point. Now, the next exercise that I haven't seen anyone really do is going to be the horizontal lat raise, or snatch. You're going to go sideways. So the same thing. Post the hand the same way. Grab the kettlebell, feet wide apart. Inside, up. Try not touching the floor. And if you have to on the way in, touch. Up, no, up. Now again, it works the little muscles behind the shoulder, which connect the arm to your spine. Now when your arm is connected to your spine, you're stronger. And as everyone who knows ground fighting for the first time, you get very, very tired being on the ground. You're bent over. It's hard to catch your breath. And you have to push and pull. It's a great exercise routine for anyone to get in shape. So after I do those exercises, I'm going to move on to a bent over lat raise, both feet even. So as I'm standing here, I'm blocking. And as you've seen before, I'm not going to split my stance. I'm going to keep an even stance. And I'm going to slow the weight down. This is no longer snatch. This is not punching. This is just swinging. As I swing, I'm going to lower my body towards the floor, towards whatever's in front of me, like my opponent is here. So And again, I say block, I switch to here. Slow it down. The most important part about the exercise here and the muscles are used for is actually slowing down the weight. If your legs are burning, get stronger legs. Okay, from here we're going to move on to your knees. We're going to do kneeling snatches. So from here, straight up, punch, back down. Now I recognize you guys might not be able to see my arm, so as I move in distance. From here, straight up. The snatch is just you raising your hand. Like if you had a question, if you have a light switch, if you don't think twice to kill a mosquito, you raise your arm up quickly. Don't throw your back out, just the arm. So you can touch the floor every time, or if you can balance and let it hang, it's even better. So from this position, you can also go up. Staying up on your toes, but don't go on your tippy toes, you'll lose the weight, and you might hurt your back, so you don't end up in that position. Up and breathe out. And you could finish with a 2-arm kettlebell swings. So from here, you're kneeling, and it's just going forward. You want to relax the grip, like you can let the weight go if you wanted to. You can also go one arm, catch with the other arm. These can all be exercises that are separate, or variations to replace one and the other. Okay, so this is the routine you want to use to gain yourself conditioning, so it's like a submission. It's your secret weapon, or just get really ripped. Enjoy your workout, have a good day. Thank you for watching.